Boeing, the global aerospace giant, has been reeling from serious safety concerns from the beginning of this year. And now the death of a former employee turned whistleblower makes the story more murky. John Barnett had worked as a quality manager for Boeing for 32 years before retiring in 2017. 2 years later, he made a slew of allegations against his former company, including how workers were pressured to fit substandard parts, and that safety was compromised in the assembly process. But the biggest issue highlighted by him was the problem with the emergency oxygen systems. Barnett claimed that test runs showed that during an emergency, 1 in 4 of the oxygen systems would not be able to work. On the March 9, 2024, John Barnett was found dead in his truck in a parking lot. The cause of death was reportedly a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Boeing's safety record has been under intense scrutiny in recent years, marred by a series of incidents that have raised questions about the company's commitment to safety and quality control. The latest incident occurred on March 11, 2024, involving Chilean multinational airline LATAM's Boeing 787. The plane, with 263 passengers on board, suddenly nosedived mid-flight from Sydney to Auckland. There was blood on the ceiling as several passengers and crew members were thrown towards the roof.
I mean, outside of that, just serious drop. It was smooth sailing the whole way. My neighbor, who was in the seat 2 over from me, there was a gap in between us. As soon as I woke, I looked and he was on the ceiling. And I thought I was dreaming. Like I thought, I just woke from a dream. And I look up and he's full length, facing down, looking down at me. And I looked ahead and there's another guy in the ceiling and there's 2 people flying through the air, going across the aisles. And I was like, and then he fell straight from the ceiling down onto the armrest. And hurt his ribs, and the other guy cut his arm pretty bad. Another guy hit his head through the plastic ceiling tiles. They broke, so you could see all the wires in the plane up above. The pilot came to the back, and I said, "What the hell happened?" And he said, "My instrument panel went black. It just cut out." And I was like, "What?" He went, "Yeah, it cut out for 1-2 seconds and then it lit up again."
On March 8, a United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX veered off the runway in Houston. The plane got stuck in the grass while exiting the runway. Miraculously, all 160 passengers were unharmed. Both United Airlines and the FAA have confirmed that they will be conducting investigations into the incident. Just a day before the Houston horror, a Boeing 777-200 United Airlines flight bound for Japan from San Francisco encountered an issue shortly after takeoff. One of its tires detached from the plane, and the airline carrying 249 passengers was forced to divert to Los Angeles. Fortunately, no injuries were reported following the emergency landing. But perhaps the most harrowing mid-air accident involved an Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9 plane. On January 5, the plane took off from Portland and was headed to Ontario, California. The door plug blew out at around 16,000 feet, leaving a gaping hole, but thankfully no injuries were reported. An investigation later revealed that no bolts were installed on the door plug of the Boeing 737 MAX 9 aircraft. That incident resulted in a temporary grounding of certain 737 MAX jets across America, followed by congressional hearings, production and delivery delays, and multiple federal investigations. Boeing's 2024 nightmare just doesn't seem to end. And with each new incident, restoring the confidence of airlines, regulators, and passengers becomes more difficult.